Good morning. Good morning. It's Thursday morning. I'm headed to work rather late actually, but I think I'm gonna be fine. It's Juneteenth. Yeah, it's Thursday, Juneteenth. My job is open today. Oh God, I'm already thirsty here. My job's open today, but I have a feeling a lot of companies are closed now that Juneteenth is a federal holiday. So I think the traffic should be good. I don't know why I'm sweating so much. I mean, I turned on the air, but I don't want to turn it up too high. We're off. We're closed. My job is closed tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be off for Juneteenth. But today we're working. And I prefer tomorrow because it leads into a 3-day weekend. And then in addition to tomorrow being off, I took off Monday to make it a 4-day weekend. Like, let's just, stretch this thing out. I mean, I have no plans whatsoever. I just, it's summer, or is it summer yet? I don't know when summer starts, but if it's not summer yet, it'll be summer soon, and I just want to, take a little 4-day weekend. Yeah, so that's what's going on today. And it should be a fairly light day at work. Hopefully. But you never know. And I really need to get my nails done. I was thinking about doing that at lunchtime. But I don't know, because as you can see, I don't know if I can squeeze that all in at lunchtime. And then I'm waiting for a phone call from my eye doctor who is right near my job, a couple of minutes literally away from my job. They're supposed to be calling me with some sample contacts to use. I'm hoping they can get them to me today, because that way I'll have some, I can use them over the weekend. And if they work, I can order some at Costco for cheaper, cheaper than what I have now. And yeah, I can order them at Costco. And what else? Excuse me. I can order them at Costco. And then, it takes, usually they don't have what you need in stock ever. So if it takes a week, I still have some of my old contacts that I'm using now, but I'm honestly stretching them out. I'm using them they're dailies, so I literally should be throwing them out every day, but I am reusing them twice before I throw them out, which is not good. It's not good for the health of my eye, and it's not good. But it's only for this short period of time until I can get my contacts. So that all is going on right now. Yeah, and in a couple of weeks I'm going away to I don't know why I mentioned that. I have Atlantic City coming up with my sisters. But back to what I have going on now. And I posted a video about my health, an update on my health and the whole constipation and everything. That's actually a little better. It's a lot better, actually. It's a lot better. My coworker, I love her. I love her. She is my go-to person for any subject. You name it, you go to her, and she'll give you, her remedy or her, So she gave me a tea to take for the constipation. Now my primary care doctor gave me a whole prescription. Took it, nothing. But my coworker told me to get this tea. It's called Senna. Now I'm not recommending it. I'm not, because it's, talk to your doctor if you have this issue. Talk to your doctor. See what your doctor prescribes. Wait, let me just check. Okay. I just want to make sure they still recommended me take the normal route to work. Yeah, if you have this issue, I'm not recommending this. But she told me to get Senna tea, SENNA. Took the Senna tea, or drank the Senna tea, and it worked. It worked. It helped. It helps get things moving. So, I think just reading up on it a little, it's strong. So it's strong, meaning it's strong on your system. Like, it wasn't like necessarily strong. Well, these what are they called? Crossing guards. They act like total police. armed police. Anyway, what was I saying? I mean, that was traumatic. It's like a security guard put her hand up in front of me. I mean, I still had the light. It may have been yellow, but I still had the light. Or I wouldn't have even attempted it. Anyway, I've never even seen crossing guards there. I guess I've never been here this late in the morning. Anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. The Senna tea, take it at your own risk, but it worked for me. And it wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy. It worked, and I feel much better. I was able to sleep much better. I still can't quite sleep on my stomach. But I didn't have the pain that I was feeling in my stomach. The discomfort in my stomach. I knew I knew I had a lot going on. Anyway, I'm not even gonna get into that because I did a whole video on that. So watch that video about me, an update on my health situation. Let me drink some water here. But anyway, today I just wanted to talk about something random. This morning, when I put on my makeup, I'm usually watching a YouTube, or I have a YouTube video going, just, for either educational purposes or entertainment purposes, one of the two. So this morning it was more educational, and I was watching a couple of videos on organization, because every now and then I feel like I'm so disorganized, and I'm not talking about at home or but I'm talking about with my to-do lists and just keeping myself organized and knowing what I need to do, when I need to do it, and all that good stuff. And so, and you know how you use one method and it works for a while, and then you feel like, that's not working. That's not working anymore for me. So that's kind of where I'm at. I usually always keep I just always keep a notebook, a small, like, what is this, a 5 by, I think, is this a 5 by 7? Maybe like a 5 by 7-ish. Wait, it's around 5 by 7 notebook. And literally, and I use it for work, I use it for home, which I know I really shouldn't use it for work and home. I should separate the two. But I do. I put everything in there. Like every thought, when I'm taking calls at work, I write them down in my notebook. When I'm figuring out my bills for the month, I write them in there. Like everything I put in that notebook. When I'm thinking of what videos I'm gonna be making this week, I write them in that notebook. Like, just, and so yeah, so now one of the last organizational methods that really, this girl gave me a method, and it really like blew away my whole system. It wasn't necessarily like a to-do list type thing. It actually, what it really helped me for was my bills, because when I moved to my new apartment, I got bills that I didn't have before. I had rent before, I had, but like I had electric bill, I have electric bill. I didn't have electric bill before. I didn't have gas bill. I didn't have a water bill. I didn't have a Xfinity bill, like all these little bills. And the bills it's not like they're all due on the 1st of the month or the 15th of the month. They're due random dates. And so I just kind of needed some kind of system because I just needed a system on when they were due. Now you probably are thinking, well, if you only get paid twice a month, just pay them on your payday. Yeah, I could do that. But then, when I was doing Uber, or when I do Uber and, the apps, that's additional money. So I get paid more than twice a month. You know what I mean? So I just needed to kind of have a real system for at least knowing when my bills were due. Because I didn't have it at all. I had it on one little calendar. I wrote down when they were due, but I needed a better system. So this one person recommended I used on my iPhone. And when you use your iPhone, it's also your iPad and any products that you may have. She recommended the reminders. Now, I had never really used reminders like that, but the reminders app is great. And I just put all my bills in for the next, you can set reoccurring reminders. So I will put a reminder for my bill that's due on the 13th of the month. That's due on the 19th of the month. I would do it that way. And then I would tell it to remind me in a couple days before. So that has worked great for me. Every day I check my reminders, or it pops up and I'm like, oh yeah, my reminders, and then I see, oh yeah, I got this bill coming up, and now I kind of remember, you know, what I have coming up now. But that was a great tool. And also I have on there people's birthdays, you know, so that I don't forget birthdays anymore. You know, all of that kind of stuff is been great. So I was looking for something kind of like that, but I feel like I need it a little more involved. So this morning I was looking at, or I was watching a video on that she was using Google Calendar. Now I have a Google Calendar, and my reminders actually go on Google Calendar, which is great. I believe that's Google. Is that Google? Is that not Google Calendar? Wait a minute. Am I getting confused? Because how could it be Google Calendar? Wait a minute. I gotta figure that out. Is that Google Calendar that my reminders go on? Oh, that's a good question. Anyway. She said to create several Google Calendars for each area of your life. And that could be a little overwhelming, or it could be spot on. Just like the reminder app was. I gotta check into it. And I gotta watch a couple other videos regarding Google Calendar, because I don't use it like that. I gotta get other people's point of view. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. Nothing major, but that's what I'm working on now. Is setting up some systems of just staying organized with, and this goes for work. This is home life, like things like meal prep. You know, just keeping myself organized, because I feel like I don't have any structure. I don't know, but I need help. So anyway, don't forget to like the video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel, and have a great day. God bless.